There it is. There it is. For some reason. It's very strange. Anyway, well it's good. Hello and welcome. Happy Sunday. What's going on, folks? We have got stuff and thing. Hello, Stream Elements bot. Good to see you participating. Let me make sure top chat is everywhere. We'll see how it goes today. I've upped the bitrate a smidgen. I would like to go up to 2K if possible at some point, but we'll worry about one thing at a time, I think. Let me make sure the email is ready. I say the email. I want to make sure that I get the email saying, "Oh, this is what's appearing next week at Games Workshop." I am indeed live. I evidently did smash that subscribe button, apparently. Maybe it'd be nice if I could not get those emails, so that would be sweet. Hello and welcome. Happy Monday. Sunday! Give me just a moment. Nope, that's the wrong email account. We are going back to painting Hexbane's Hunters today, which will be FUN. Well, just doing a little bit. One in particular, the one we were painting the other day. That is the general plan of today. Do we have any? Yes, hopefully we're all relatively set up for stuff. There is chat. Excellent. All right. I was running a bit late. I had a what can only be described as somewhat large Sunday lunch, and it is, well, it made me tired, basically. Just to be truthful. I took a nap and just overslept by a few minutes. So anyway, we have to worry about that later. This is what we're worrying about right now, though. I need to make sure I can see OBS. It's weird, like, it's a strange one. However, OBS is up and running. Do that so I can see myself. I don't really want to see myself, but I want to be able to see like subscriptions, etc. But this is the menu that we're painting, part of Hexbane's Hunters. As per usual. The only thing I hadn't quite discovered really is what we were going to be doing for... I know we're going to be getting... His cape is going to be the main thing. But there's an opportunity here, like on this bit of fabric right here going over his upper thighs, to go add a bit of a jazzy colour in there. Like this overcoat goes up to his arms, etc. And then he's got black gloves, black boots. We went with a different shade of black for his trousers. However, those are very like dark colours, and it's kind of a dark and moody miniature. However, I think there is an opportunity for us to bring in a snickle of colour. I just haven't figured out what that colour will be yet. So until then, I think we're going to start off by working on the cloak. Hello, Meg. How the hell are you? Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're well. What's going on with yourself? I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely cream crackered. By the way, I don't know what this goal is. I don't even know if it's been moving, truth be told. So I need... I don't know where it came from. But I need to figure it out. At some point. So let's just get... We're going to do the brown leather. To begin with. So his cape and this belt thing here. Doing alright. Tired as usual. I'm exhausted. I'm with you there, Meg. Streamlabs hated me last night. It logged you out 3 times. Were you logged out of Streamlabs, or just did OBS just... Or did, like, Twitch just die for you? I know I streamed Friday. We had to, you know... Within the first hour, I was logged off. Or OBS died, or something. Something weird happened within an hour, and it just ruined everything. Hello, Icarus. How you doing today? Happy Sunday to you. It was a Streamlabs desktop. You need to yell at them. You need to yell at them and say oi, but not oi oi Savaloy. You want to say oi oi. No, this is not good. It's not what I signed up for. Sort yourselves out. Scrag Brown. Let's get into it. I wonder what we're doing. Oh. Okay, I take back everything I've said. Almost. I do keep pondering getting an auto cue or teleprompter. It might be a bit much. It might be a bit too ridiculous. Oh, I have. Support has me running as admin and updating your graphics. Oh, classic. Meg, has support also got you turning on and off again? By any chance? A bit overkill. No, you got to update everything. And then while you're at it, I had the best bit of advice I had from a customer support thing. This is Apple, also known as Crapple. That's why I don't support their products. They said they were going to they couldn't do a battery swap. This is a while ago, and admittedly this was a while ago, and I have just never gone back. But they said, "Oh yeah, we can't upgrade the battery and not sort of replace the hard drive. There's an error on the hard drive, but it sort of 70-80% works, but there is an issue with it. So you can either just we can either send it back to you unfixed because we can't do the battery and not the hard drive, or you could just buy a new iPod or whatever the hell it was. Stupid Apple. Stupid Apple. Arranging the next model meet. Take them cake? Oh, well that will work wonders. Cake is oh god, I am painting off camera. Cake is delicious. Fortunately, their support is very fast when you're subscribed. Yeah. Yeah, well. Break out the big bucks for them to actually pay attention to issues. Strange that, isn't it? Very, very strange. Your air compressor and air oh, hello. Very nice. I got to make the most of mine for the moment because I got to start packing it all up this week. Once we get a confirmation date of when the move will happen, I can start worrying about those sorts of things. That is all my social media stuff, apparently. Some of it. Honestly, though, it looks like the normal support channel gets... okay, well, that is a good thing. When support actually works. You know? I know a lot of these support people, it just not the people, the actual just like support systems, etc., can be absolutely terrible. I mean, admittedly, some of the people can be terrible as well, but generally, a lot of it's not their fault. Well, certainly the technical issues aren't their fault. So we do have the preview for next week coming up. Hopefully we'll be able to check that out. Working on the leather coat at the moment. We got Scrag Brown, Shabty, Bugman's Glow, Shabty Thingamajiggle, and some other colour that I'll think of. Once we've worked up enough scratches, etc. It's mostly for the larger models. Yeah, that makes sense. Like the bombers from FX, yeah. Hello, Reno. How you doing today? Happy Sunday to yourself. I hope you're well. I am absolutely exhausted. I need to sleep. That would be lovely. What is everyone else up to today? I do have a nice fresh cup of coffee as well, which is very good. Also did some experiments. Painted a marine fist yellow. Then you thin down Agrax to dull it. That'll work, yes. I do. I use oil paint to burnt umber to do sort of panel lining, etc., to dull it down a little bit, and then I go back later and bring up the yellow as well. All good though. I did fall asleep before Friday's Twitch stream. Reno, do not worry. Do not worry. Reno, we will make up for it. I hope it was a good sleep though. And you had a good Saturday. What's everyone do yesterday? I was painting all day, which was nice. Although I didn't really get... Also, weirdly, at the same time, I didn't get much done. It was like one of those weird situations where... I seemed to spend the entire day working, but also didn't achieve a huge amount. I did watch John Wick 1 and 2. Well, I didn't say... watching it is probably not the right word. I had it on the other screen, sort of in the background. So every time my brain was like, eh. We watched a bit of that. Played a lot of Elden Ring. Oh god, yeah, that game's. I'll leave you to enjoy that. Do you play Dark Souls in general, Reno? Is that your jam when it comes to gaming? I tried. Well, actually, I say that's a lie. I haven't tried Dark Souls. It just doesn't appeal to me. Those sorts of things. Just generally first-person shooters for me. And sort of single player kind of story-based games. Like, I really did enjoy Red Dead Redemption 2, and I know there's obviously a multiplayer element to it, but that's not... I don't consider that to be the focus of the game, so... Like, I don't know when these streams are going to have to wrap up for the big move. But I would probably like to play that game again. That was a mistake. Is that a crossbow? It is a crossbow, yeah, with a... So there's a crossbow bolt, there's a pointy bit for it to stick into something, and this is like one of those... It's like it's an old-fashioned grenade with a little fuse at the top and a little steel ball filled with gunpowder, which is fun. You do, but you're terrible at them? Oh, okay, Rena. Well, as long as you enjoy them, that's the only thing which really matters. Right? That's the only thing which does matter. Okay. Gotta get this fold of brown leather right in here. Okay. We are making progress on this guy, slowly. Alright. Now, I still want to I need to keep an eye on the email situation. I don't know if anyone did, like, pre-orders, etc. Unfortunately, the Cursed City, the expansion's already sold out. Which is, well, was terrible, basically. I've already forgotten the name of it. Night Wars, I believe is what it's called. That's already sold out, so if you're hoping to get your hands on that, you probably missed out on that opportunity. At least for the moment. No doubt it'll already appear on eBay. Yeah, Night Wars is already sold out. It's pretty terrible. Which is fine, though. Grammarly. Why is Grammarly sending me emails today? Learn with TikTok. We are... That reminds me, I do have a TikTok. We are at 956 followers, which is fun. Yeah, weird. So, we are making very, very slow progress on that. Alright. So, gotta work on these arms. We'll probably glaze in some Doomball Brown as well at some point. Really want to play some Call of Duty. Really want to play some Call of Duty. At some point this weekend. That would be nice. We shall be looking at the Sunday preview today, obviously, as per the normal sort of YouTube stream. Oh my god. What is this? Survey says... No. I'm sick of listening to whatever that was I just listened to. It needs to stop. So I will stop that. Then I'll go over here and do this instead. This will be much better. There we go. Right. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the email situation. Hopefully they will update. I mean, hopefully I'll see the email and we can have a look at all the new releases, etc. that we get. Assuming do we actually get it in this account, or have I opened up the wrong one? Games Workshop. Workshop. I do get emails from Games Workshop. Okay, goody gumdrops. Now I need to get this back. Chat stopped? No. Chat is still fine as far as I can tell. Chat is still fine. Okie dokie. So, we got... Normally I'll be jumping up to Bugman's Glow. At some point pretty soonish. Testing 1, 2, 3. Well, chat is okay as far as I can tell. My internet is still attached. And that's the wrong video. No, we are still streaming, so that's fine. Fingers crossed my niece is picking up that oh, hello. Wait, this one. Reno? Inquisitor Carter Volnus. I'm looking forward to painting that one at some point. It is indeed a new month, so over on Twitch we obviously have our subscriber goals there. I don't really know what to do, truth be told, but we over here on YouTube, I think we're gonna have, I don't know, we're gonna just go up by 100 as a subscriber goal. I've got no idea what this is up here, so I'll have to have a look at that. But we're gonna work on this, getting up to 600 subscribers here on YouTube this month, if possible. The music has completely stopped in my ear, which is really frustrating. However, so where are you, music? You're supposed to be playing. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Tempted to try and pop an orc head in there? Nice. You should, Reno. I mean, it is October, right? It is indeed October, so... It would be rude not to. I may have to get something orky very soon. I got to order some paint. It turns out I thought I had the paints I wanted. I don't. So I'm going to have to remedy that situation. Okay. Just depend. I just can't make my mind up. That's the issue, I suppose. As a heads up, really likes my voice. Wait, in a good way? Hold on, Meg. Who is Tootsie? Can we just like are we? I'm not fully aware of names. Are we talking about? What are we talking about here? We're talking about... She came running up and started talking to the phone. Hello there. No, it's alright. It's Meg. That was my... I was thinking it was your cat. But I just wanted to... Before I started burbling on and started having a full-on conversation, I thought it best... Let's just clarify in my mind exactly who I was talking to. Well, hello there, Tootsie. Is that how you say it? Is it Tootsie? Or Tootsie? Is it Tootsie? I'm gonna drink some coffee. Meg, what are you up to today? Tootsie. Yeah, I don't know. My brain just reads words and says them differently, unfortunately. So my brain initially went with Tootsie. I do need to start inhaling this coffee, so I'm going to quickly mute the microphone. Hold on. I guess over on Twitch, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to find out hopefully this week exactly what the deal is with the house move, etc., and all that kind of jazz. Like, it will ultimately affect what kind of streams we have and when we sort of progress over from mini painting to sort of gaming or something. Well, now she's laying on top of me watching stream. You're trapped. Ah, no. Well, and in that case, listen. Maybe now is the excellent time to say, are you aware of our sponsor? Boo, VPN. Now you're trapped. You have to listen to the advertising that I'm about to do. Suffice to say, it is no advertising at all. But don't you worry. Once I if we ever get any sponsors that I sort of deem like vaguely good, I'm going to attempt to do very cheesy 80s style adverts if possible. You know what I mean? Full on maximum cheese adverts, ad sort of style. I mean, ideally adverts straight out of, i.e. RoboCop, or potentially The Running Man. Those sorts of adverts would be sweet. This is slightly beyond my scope of any budget that I have. Currently, budget for everything is 0. So, One thing at a time, though. Lots of scratchy marks. Scratchy, scratchy. Meg, while I have you here trapped, how did you come up with the name Tootsie? I mean, obviously I've heard it before. But was there any sort of inspiration for that name? Weird how people come up with names. I didn't. Oh, it's your name before. Oh, okay. Well, that makes things easier then, doesn't it? It's always very stressful coming up with names for animals. I'd imagine it's even worse for humans. Ah! Short for Tootsie, goodbye. Wait, what? What? Show cats and that is very true. We used to have a staffy who I absolutely adored. I got to try and remember her sort of show name. It was something. The last time the last bit of it I remember was, I think it was Summertime Surprise or something like that. It was the weirdest name. You said her name and she went laser focus on your phone. Hello there, Tootsie. What, the full name? The full name and laser focus. Listen. Welcome to my stream. Hello there. No, Meg, you don't need to apologize. Don't need to apologize at all. I have to remember the name of our old dog's show name. We never did any of that. We never took her to sort of dog shows or anything like that. Because she was a winner already before shows. So we realized we didn't need to do that. We are building up texture. Okay, so lots of horizontal lines. I know we have done some vertical lines, but those will be scratches. Gonna have to go back and fix that bit. With cats here, it's a cumulative points thing. She hit the top level in 2019, so there's no point. Oh, really? Oh, you got a full on. I didn't realize you did. I was gonna say cat shows. Is that what they're called? Show cats. There we go. I didn't realize you did that, Meg. Is that a thing you've done often, or is it? Just like a one-off thing for you. Oh, you go. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so the previous owner showed the cat. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. You're loving this paint. Well, thank you, Meg. I've been looking forward to painting these for a while. There's a bit of a loincloth basically, which goes under the armor and under this overcoat. Like, they're witch hunters. They're supposed to be dark and brooding, right? I'm just wondering what color that we can do for this particular bit of fabric here. My brain initially went to magenta. Just this sort of magenta. I don't know what it is. I'm going to say tunic, but I really just want to say a magenta loincloth, really. I just think it might lose kind of the whole vibe for them. Now, as I have said before, I used to have, in more time, I used to have an old Witch Hunters War Gang. This is one of them. I have stripped it and primed it and not painted it. So we do need to add more primer to it, and then we'll get back to painting the old Wartime minis at some point. I would like to get some wall bands for that. You just slop on contrast paint? Well, Reno, the thing is, you can always add these. I mean, you can indeed slop on the contrast paint and leave it like that. What you can do after the case, so you can put on these textures. You can build up these textures after the contrast as well. I do that quite often. And weirdly, you can also do that beforehand. So instead of potentially using just a white miniature, you could start off with a grey miniature and then dry brush on potentially, or build up the textures using pure white over grey, and that will add a bit of texture that the contrast paint will then pick up on. If that makes any sense. Previous owner was the breeder. She wanted Tootsie to come live with me after the other lady kitties were not very nice to... Meg, always... Yeah, seriously. I'm a big fan of the magenta. In case people didn't realise. Yeah, I'm trying to remember our old Staffy's sort of... Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Staffordshire Bull Terrier show names. She had it was a weird name. I think it was something Summertime Surprise or some like weirdness like that. Anyway, she was a complete sweetheart and I miss her very much. Kennel Club. I'm looking at a bunch of names right now on the Kennel Club .org. The names they've got are hilarious. We've got otherwise chat. This is like a DNA test for like... What is this for? Oh, this is for DNA for recessively inherited disease. Okay. But anyway, so we got some names here. We got Alla, Miss Pennywise. Aldwitch go with the flow. Aldwitch, oh god. Aldwitch Betty Boop. Dancing Dynamite, that's an amazing name. Pink Panther of Wales. Oh, these are the... Oh, okay, those are the parents. So there's Sarah's absent friend Aboriginal. What? Here we go. Listen to this name. Truffle Staff Black Pearl Abolstaff. What? Jules Warrior Princess. Moondust Forever. Wicked Pleasure. Hello there. Shanchlo's Little Miss. Ballerina of Balmoral. These names are amazing. Ebony Spark. I read that as Ebony Spank. Bridal Town. What else we got? Those are all lady names. It's sire names. Dancing Dynamite. Mountaboo Cactus Jack. Midnight Piper, Jay's Pied Piper. Crashcon Celtic Lord. They got some amazing names. Absolutely bananas. Sunshine Brindle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my mum what like the weird show name was for our staffy. What's up, Jammy? How's it going? I was just looking at the Kennel Club. They could have been. I mean, it didn't actually. I didn't actually check. We were just talking about. Meg was just talking about her cat, his ex show cat. And they had like the weird names that they have. And we used to have a staffy, up until about 4 years ago. She was a she had whatever the word is. We could have taken her to shows. And I was trying to remember her full name. All I can really remember of it was, I think it was Summertime Surprise at the end of it. I think there was another word at the front. I miss that dog. When I do move, I look forward to... Midnight Piper sounds a little risque. My brain instantly went to the... This is technically PG. Technically PG. What I'm about to say. But my brain just instantly went to Midnight Pipe Lair. Don't know why. It just did. Because it was that chat was scrolled up and I only saw your first two sentences, Jammy, and then I just had to scroll down a little bit and I read Midnight Piper and I was like, well, like our old boxer's dad was a Crufts dog. Actually go to Crufts. I do like a boxer. I don't know. The Staffy, I loved our Staffy. She was awesome. I don't know if I think a collie, I think, is probably a bit more my speed, or a lab of some variety. Although I would as much as I would love another Staffy, I would really struggle. It's even though it's been 4 years. It would be weird to me. I'm not one of those people who can, like, basically after the horrible event happens, I'm not one of those people who can go to somewhere the next day and get a new dog at all. That boggles my mind. Do you remember your old boxer's dad's sort of show name? So I'm just building up a bit of texture in here. I'm still waiting on an email from G-Dubs. Not direct emails, obviously. We're rocking up to it, though. Regarding previews for next week. I'm hoping for many things. Many, many things. Stack Overflow? Why are you emailing me? I haven't been on Stack Overflow in years. Oh, it's an advert. Curses. We shall see. Talking 15 years, yeah, I was. That's a struggle, Remember sort of weird show names from a while ago. I know there are people out there who can absolutely remember sort of show names to all their dogs that they've potential, all their animals even. Sorry, not just dogs. As I said earlier, I do need to figure out exactly what this thing is. I know it says subscriber goal, but I have no idea if that's YouTube subscribers or Twitch subscribers. I don't know why it'd be YouTube, Twitch subscribers, but it's a setup for YouTube. But I do need to I'm just going to get rid of it. I do want to have a goal of like boosting subscribers here over on YouTube this month. We can just get remotely close to 600. That would be sweet. I struggle as well, Jeremy. Yeah, likewise. And even then, it's... So just building up some texture and stuff. We're trying to. Some scratchy texture. I am going to glaze in a darker color later, just to knock it back a little bit. Certainly the shadows. Or the recesses, I guess, is probably the better word. But we've got to build that texture up first. Okay, so anyway, yesterday I was working on a couple more Marines, just to quickly show everyone. So I'm working on Raven Guard. We got the armor bit of the video recorded and the metalwork. What I need to do next is the skin, the very pale skin that they have. And then this Marine's basically done. It's quite an easy one in regards to kind of speed, etc. This one is taking a little bit longer. I've got to do all the edge highlighting and then do the black armor for this particular one. Then the lenses. Then that's 2 more Marines done. I just need to do 3 more. Word bearers. I've got the scheme, most of it down for the word bearers. That's fine. The scheme I had in my brain for Sons of Horus is not how I want things to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up to... I'm going to change the scheme a little bit and see if I prefer that. Otherwise, there is another paint I'm going to get, which might work. But I've got to do that order basically tonight. Oh, thank you very much. That's exactly what I was waiting for. I've been waiting to get the email. For some reason, it hasn't appeared. I just got an email from Applause Store asking to join Ant and Deck at the Grand Final 2022. I have no idea what that is. However, let me... Why is this... Got it. Alright, we got it. Let's get the window capture set up. Hey! It's Warhammer Day. Thank you very much for giving me the heads up there. I have been waiting for this. Did I... Oh, hold on. I needed to change something on the live. And... Sunday...
Preview. That... You don't spell preview like that. Painting. Hexbane's Hunters. There we go. Right. Okay. Sunday preview. Let's go, baby. Where is it? Here? All right. So, I'm just going to put the lid on here very briefly. Sunday preview. Celebrate Warhammer Day. And the rise of the Lumineth Realm Lords. I'm not keen on these people. But that is fine. It's good for my wallet when I'm not keen on them. So, this is what I'm keen on. Next Saturday is indeed Warhammer Day. A massive celebration of all things Warhammer. This year is the 35th anniversary of Warhammer 40,000, commemorated with a jaw-dropping new miniature. There are also releases for the Lumineth Realm Lords and Warhammer, the Horus Heresy. Here are the week's highlights. Horus Heresy. Deep breaths, Badger, deep breaths. So, Bayard's Revenge. When I read that, first thing in my mind was Fort Boyard for some reason. I'm getting 2 of these. This is going to be perfect for October as well. It's going to serve double purpose. Double duty. I don't know who else is keen on this miniature. I am very keen. It is very sweet. No, this will be my Emperor's Champion, excuse me. I've already got an Emperor's Champion, but I will turn that into my Imperial Fist Company Champion instead. It's so sweet. Like, compared to the, like, even, like, the quote-unquote basic Emperor's Champion, that's a sweet miniature. I love the pose. He's, like, full-on He-Man. I have the power. Sort of pose, getting the lightning into the sword kind of deal. Okay, so celebrate this, the start of October with this stunning diorama featuring an orc knob receiving an emergency tracheotomy. See, I knew it. I knew he was helping the orc. From his best friend, the Emperor's Champion. Bayard's Revenge is a stunning commemorative miniature for this year's Warhammer Day to celebrate 35 years of Warhammer 40,000. I can't wait. It's going to be... Oh, and there's... Drat. See, I have to get 2. Because there are 2 options. There's a helmetless and a behelmeted version. Very snazzy. Based on a classic piece of artwork, this mini diorama is a must-have for collectors, painters, and gamers. Its level of detail and multiple textures make it a fun challenge to paint, and you can even use it as an Emperor's Champion on the tabletop. Bayard's Revenge is available to pre-order from the 8th, and you're guaranteed to get one as long as you order before the 23rd of October. There's another treat in store for devotees of the Black Templars. High Marshal Helbrecht is back in action, Mark Collins' new novel. There we go. So we get a new book as well. Sweet. I like a book. I like a book. Having crossed the Rubicon Primaris, High Marshal Helbrecht is called to the ruin world of Heveron. Can he locate a sacred relic? Or will an ancient enemy stop him and his chosen troops? Available in the hardback, ebook, and audiobook formats. So, Lumineth Realm Lords. They get another battle tome. Have they had... How many have they had of these? 3? Since their release? Didn't they get 1 book and then another book pretty quickly after it? Or am I just... My brain is just misfiring. Maybe that was Sisters of Battle. Anyway. Unleash the light of the Lumineth Realm Lords upon the mortal realms of the new battle tome. The book is packed with lore and background on the elves of Hysh, and new and updated rules for using them in games of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. It includes war scrolls and pitch battle profiles for every Lumineth Realm Lord unit, plus painting guides to help you get your miniatures looking great. Or you could check out this channel for videos and not rely on the printed word. Reno, see, I told you. It's an emergency tracheotomy. That's what it is. It's alright. It's alright, Reno. I am going to be painting up a proper orc this month. I as much as I do want to paint this miniature. Well, maybe I will.
However, I don't know if I'll do it for kind of October. I will probably try and do my best to locate a proper Orky miniature and get that painted up. So this is the Vanguard box set for the Lumineth Realm Lords. It's like the new Combat Patrol kind of deal. Starting a new Realm Lords army, if you fancy, if this is your jam. Yeah, they dropped in about 3 months later. Yeah, I seem to remember that, Jammy. It was it was very odd. All I can say is I'm glad some of the miniatures are pretty cool. These archers at the back definitely can go in the trash. I think their headgear in general is a bit irritating. But I'm not... Age of Sigmar isn't really my jam in its current thing. But yeah, dice, tokens, a new book if this is your jam. Get your saucy hands all over it. Battletome Sons of Behemat. I always call it Behemat for some. I know it's Behemat. Behemat works better for me, I think. The Sons of Behemat stomp into the current edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar with their glorious new Battletome. That mountain of flesh. It's packed with a destructive history of the offspring of Behemat, the Gargants, as well as new and updated War Scrolls, pitch battle profiles, and the new Path to Glory rules. As for the Lumineth Realm Lords Battletome, it's available in a stupendous limited edition with a soft touch cover. Act fast as there are only 500 copies available. Oh, wow. That sucks. 500? They Lumineth do 500 of their book? 700 for the Lumineth. What? I didn't realize... God, okay. King Broad. I love this. The first thing that I look at on this miniature is always this tree. Track Orc to me. Sorry, don't say that to Reno in front of Reno. Reno's very, very supportive and appreciative of the sweet orcs. I don't know. They've done a cracking job on this silver birch. The bark. I'm calling it silver birch because that's what the bark reminds me of. I mean, the miniature in general is looking sweet. Obviously, even with these bits of rope between their toes, it freaks me out. What's up, Clockson? How you doing today? Happy Sunday to you. How's your day looking? I hope it's been majestic. This kit can also build the Kraken Eater, Gatebreaker, Warstomper, Mega Gargants. Okay. Man Crusher Gargant. Man Crusher Mob. The weird thing okay. Whenever I see these ones, I always get freaked out by their weird stomachs. I always get freaked out by their weird stomachs, and as much as I would like to like all the flesh, right? If their stomachs freak me out, they don't look right. They don't look right. Like, it looks like they've got the miniature. They've given it sort of like squidgy hips, love handles, and then be like, it's this area right here. If it was this fat, that'd be great. Lovely. But they need to... This bit here is very weird. It looks like they're just stuck on a lump of clay here or whatever. And just like... Anyway. Orcs do rule. Yeah. The longer time progresses, the more chances of me getting into Orcs. Glockson. Preparing to give my new Twitch channel an airing with some Lego. Blocks and TV? Is that... Wait, hold on. Is it your name is there been a completely new channel? Or is it just a name change? I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't really go around like checking out. Is that Beer Belly? I don't know. It just like looks like it's missing like. Anyway, I don't know. I've always thought these look a bit weird. However, you can get a Man Crusher mob. They get some sweet dice. Black dice with orange bits. Orcs is best. Reno, it's going to happen at some point. Oh no. Shoot. Shoot. The Land Raider Proteus. Oh, I said I was going to get 2 of these. Oh no. To go along with the Spartan, I was going to get 2 of these. The Land Raider Proteus is coming out for pre-order next week. Damn it. Okay, well that's I mean, it's good, I guess. World Eaters upgrade kits. Those are pretty sweet torsos. Cataphracti shoulder pads, Mark III shoulder pads, and Mark IV shoulder pads. All very nice. Plus some Blood Angel upgrade kits. Hello, they get the Mark III shoulder pad action, finally. My god. Look how snazzy those are. And you get 5 torsos. Now, as things is weird. It is weird. Because previously we've had Mark VI shoulder pads. No, is it Mark IV? So I'm fully expecting them to come out with like Blood Angels Cataphracti shoulder pads as well in the future, as well as what Mark IV, and yeah. I think we've already had access to some of these things. Need from Black Library, Brotherhood of the Storm, Legacy, a whole bunch of Black Library things. Christmas socks. I don't really like socks, truth be told. I might get some though, just for Christmas. I prefer barefoot. Socks are just there. If they had some saucy Warhammer slippers. Clocks and TV is a new channel. Rock on. Okay, well I'll make sure I'm following that. Once I get back to Twitch. Is will that be Lego focused? By any chance? Wiggly eyebrows? Feathers and wings. Ugh. Alright. Well, that's that, folks. What from this are we remotely hyped about? For me, it's this bloody thing. The Land Raider Proteus. The Sons of Beermat stuff. Lumineth, Cheese Lords, Realm Lords stuff. Was there anything else? And this miniature right here. So we will be having a butcher's at all of those here on YouTube. Hopefully there's something there for people. There's Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40k, and indeed Horus Heresy stuff. I know, Clockson, I know. It's only 2 things. I did say the other day I was hoping that as much as I want the Land Raider, I don't want it to come out too soon. However, that is the world that we live in. Apart from Bayard's Revenge, bugger all. That's fair. That's fair. Who is? Did anyone watch Fort? Is it Bayard? Who did it? Was it Melinda Messenger? Was she on that show? Lego and minis eventually. I just want to be Clocks on TV everywhere. No, it makes Clocks, and I completely understand. You'll be changing YouTube soon? Yeah. It makes total sense. I mean, this YouTube channel, I am going to change the name. I've already said my reasons. Like, Glorious Badger doesn't, if you're looking at the name, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just like, you know. So this YouTube channel will be changing its name as well. I genuinely don't know about Twitch, though. I have the option to change the name. I just don't know if I will. So we'll see what happens about that. And I'm going to try and change as much as I can, like Instagram if possible, and Twitter, and all that kind of nonsense. However, highlight this bit right here. It's bugging me. Okay, it's got to wait for this to dry. Full Boyard! That was it! Dirty Den. Did it not have Melinda Messenger in it, Reno? Or is my brain just for some reason... I could be really mistaken. I still can't decide on the AOS army. So whenever I see Age of Sigmar, it irks me that with that. What kind of army do you generally go for, Jammy? My brain is, I think there's a Slaves to Darkness thing coming out in December. Temptation is there. I was young. I know there was a pretty lady. Game show. It was Melinda Messenger. Yeah, it was Melinda Messenger. Well, I don't know what she did before that. Like, I know she did stuff. I just can't think of what that stuff was. Oh god, we haven't painted the inside of the... It's rather hard for you to see, like, this inside sleeve there. Okay. Right, so... I mean, we could... Normally what I would jump up to is Bugman's Glow, followed by Shabty Bone. I suppose it really depends on the tone of the actual overcoat. We could go, instead of Bugman's Glow, we could go Towel Light Ochre and then Ushabti Bone.
Let me get Bugman's Glow. If I can find it. Didn't Channel 5 have a nudist game show? Oh god, not Checkers. Oh god, that's going to give me a nightmare. We have Keith Chegwin, right? That sounds absolutely horrifying. Oh god. What? Orcs is always a good shout. Iron Jaws boy. Iron Jaws. Iron Jaws. Not this. Don't like sneaky orcs, Clockson. Oh, okay. I usually go off aesthetics to start them and narrow down playstyles. Then I try thinking of color schemes to work with 40k. Works with 40k, but not with Age of Sigmar. I don't know, Jamie. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I can't think of... I'm sure I must have met a Keith in my time. Right? I'm 42. I'm sure I must have met a Keith at some point. But that is the only name which, like, appears in my brain whenever someone says Keith. It's like Cheggers. It's called Naked Jungle. I'm not going to look that up. Mercifully, there was only one episode made. Wow. Okay. Okay. So we are going. I need to open the door. Hold on. It's gotten very hot in here, and it's not because of Cheggers. Hold on. All right. Okay, the door is now open. Hopefully that's going to let some air in. And use Bugman's Glow. Sorry, my brain is still trying not to concentrate on Naked Jungle. It sounds like a horrifying idea. So aesthetics, obviously, for me, the armies I like for Age of Sigmar, they're basically the ones from the old world, right? So Empire or the Free Guild now or whatever they call them. That's the only army I've kind of finished at the moment for Age of Sigmar. I've got Skaven. And the other one I would get, well, Slaves to Darkness. I would get them because I did get a box of Chaos Knights back in the day. But then again, I also got a box of skeletons, zombies. I got Sweet Nagash. So if I did an undead army, it would have to be skellies and zombies only. I don't really like the vampires as a thing. I could probably talk myself into getting a couple of them. But I would really just like lots of skeletons and zombies. That for me, that is an undead army. I don't really like the ghosts. Nighthaunt, I know people love Nighthaunt. They're not for me. Looks like the set of Jungle Run. Weirdly, they did it on the same set on which they filmed a similar fully clothed children's show. Oh, really? God damn it, I'm going to the computer. Phil. Also, by the way, I've got new keycaps for my computer, for my keyboard. I'm very happy about this because the other some of the keys started going absolutely bonkers. Okay, there was also a film from 1954 called The Naked Jungle.
What is this? There's also something called Naked and Afraid. I'm actually going to not even bother looking. It was just, I never watched Jungle. I've got no idea. Like, when did Jungle Run come out? Okay. Okay. We are working on building up some more texture on these bits of leather. Try not to use this as specifically like a highlight color. I mean, obviously it is going to be highlights like on the worn parts of the leather. And we are going to glaze in, I think, Doombull Brown over the top of this after the fact. I thought I used to buzz off Jungle Run back in the day. Jungle Run was on years ago. It was basically Crystal Maze, but instead of the crystal bit, at the end it was the Jungle Run, where you had to run through. The Monkey Temple and grab the statues. The more statues you got, the better. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, Jamie, listen. How old were the contestants on this show? That is the question. That is my question to you. Unless you didn't get out in time, in which case you'd win nothing. Well, that makes sense. Because, like, there can be, there are winners and there are losers. There's no kind of, like, participation awards. You get a gold star. Well done. All right. Okay, I just had to drink the rest of my coffee. So, we've done a bit of Bugman's Glow. We are going to do more. I'm just going to wait for this to dry. I think this bit here is a bit of an issue. We need to bring up the brown a bit more. And probably this bit is here as well. It's a bit too kind of... Yeah, we'll have to bring that up. We're going to glaze in Doombull Brown later. sort of like from here into the shadows, and then the final tickle of Rhinoxide again. I mean, I find it very hard to believe that it's going to be better than Crystal Maze. Funhouse. You know? Funhouse was like it says, it's a house of fun. They had a racetrack and everything. $10 to $13. Yeah. I don't know, what was Funhouse aimed at? Round about that age, surely. It was on par with Crystal Maze, but only if you're a kid, yeah. I loved Crystal Maze and Nightmare. Nightmare and Crystal Maze. So good. So good. I need more of this Scrag Brown. No, brush. The brush has been sacrificed. Funhouse was amazing with the twins. Pat Sharp. Good old Pat Sharp, the mullet of power. It was a majestic thing to behold. Ah, it's this bit here we need to do. You did the Crystal Maze in Manchester. Oh, really? Second time I had to bite my tongue on some of the mystery puzzles so I didn't ruin other people's day. Oh. The mystery puzzle. Oh, God. That was like always a dream, but it was just... That would have been too cool. Raven was ace. That was the medieval... I'm not familiar with Raven, Jammy. When was that out? Conradson, hello, how you doing today? That was me waving, but it doesn't really look like a wave. It's more of a finger wiggle. There you go. That's a wave. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're well. We are painting up this geezer right here. Really just kind of working on the leather a little bit. This month here on YouTube, we are at 519, I think, followers, subscribers. I would like the goal to be tickling 600. I've got to up my game. I'm almost finished with the Horus Heresy painting videos. Well, got a hair there. I've got to finish 2 more, and then I got 3 left to do. And then they're all like to a basic level, and then I can start kind of do the basing videos and all that kind of stuff, which should be comparatively quicker, in the scheme of things, at least. However, so like once that's done, I got to start thinking of what to do after that, and like improve my editing and all that kind of jazz, make things a bit more, I don't know, bit better. It's a very fun thing to do. Yeah, like I would have loved to have gone on Crystal Maze. Also, was it Game Master? I've got to improve this area right here. It's a bit too, like, right there. It's a bit too dark. Like, it is in shadow, which is fine, but also... I had baked tart for lunch today. Oh, it wasn't just baked tart, but we had other stuff, but we had baked tart. I gotta say, normally I'd make my own, right? However, we were up in basically we were in Bakewell last week, so I thought, okay, fine. I've never actually bought a Bakewell tart from Bakewell. We'll see what it's like. All I gotta say is, it was very nice and almondy. It was very good. Jam content? Let's just say it was lacking. I saw the colour of jam. I did not taste the jam. It was a sad time. I was expecting maximum jam. I got minimum jam. And that was slightly depressing. However, it wasn't covered in icing like a sort of heathenous? Like nightmare fuel, basically, thankfully. I was very glad to see that. I'm always concerned that you'll see some weird icing-covered Bakewell tart, which need to be put into the fires of Mount Doom, as far as I'm concerned. With Patrick Moore as a Game Master, yeah, exactly. Just like a holographic Games Master sort of floating there. Just the head. Around the same time as Jungle Run, it was on CBBC, and it had a lot of Arthurian legend. Oh, okay. So what kind of era are we... Jammy, like... Can I be blunt? Can I be, I can't remember when... Like, has it always been CBBC? I can't remember. I can't remember. It's been a while. You get the mere feeling of jam. Oh, yeah, Jammy. It was so sad. Like, I understand that prices and things have gone up. I do, but the lack of jam, it was depressing. It was so sad. It made me feel. It made me realize that in future I have to make my own Bakewell tarts. So I did see an extra bit of like some more leather straps we didn't paint, so specifically here. So going to break out the Rhinox hide. Okay. Wondering if there's any other leathery bits on here. I just missed a tiny bit. Okay, got it. I'm going to leave this. I don't know what I'm doing with these things. I know these bits are supposed to be wood. He's got like weird grenades in there, as per up here. Probably go with the pale thing. Yeah, and the actual crossbow itself, I obviously got like metal debris there. I suppose the entire no, it's going the actual, like, I don't know what you call this. I don't want to say whatever. There are metal bits to it, but I reckon the majority, like the main bit, is going to be wood. That's the general feeling I'm getting from it. Thanks, Nightspot. Thank you, Nightspot, for deploying the Twitch channel, the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Patreon. That Patreon, I don't know what's going to go on with that. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I mean, stuff is still there, but I also do the same thing over to Ko-fi, or however people want to pronounce it. All that content, well, I say content, it's basically early access YouTube videos. If you want to be there first to, if you want to be to go to the YouTube video and get that first comment in there. The most important content, basically, of all, when it comes to YouTube comments, that's basically the most important one to get. The statement that you indeed got the first comment. So your name shall be immortalized forever. CBBC was the kids' BBC channel, and then you had CB. Oh, okay. So I must have had CBBC, and then CBBS for the really young kids. But they're getting rid of them. Oh, good. Like back in the day when I was at school, we used to watch. God, I can't even remember. I can't even remember. All I seem to remember was we had supper, I think. Or did we do this before supper? Anyway, whatever it was. We did whatever it was, and then some cartoons, I think. There was some was it the Really Wild Show? Then there was News Round, which is like news for kids by John Craven. Who actually does Spring Watch or something now, I think, which I do really like. Maybe he's given up. Followed by Neighbours, not the other one, Home and Away. It's always Neighbours, rather than anything else. I did try and watch Home and Away later. I just could not get into it really. I did for a bit. There's a bit of leather strap on the other side, right here. We do get to tickle that a little bit. I am contemplating, like when I move house, changing the background from it. It's currently like it's the reverse side of it's a cutting mat basically, but the other side is a complete mess. I spilled enamel paint all over it. So the other, so currently it's basically black or very dark grey. In the future, I am considering just using white paper, like having a roll of sort of butcher's paper or something, just like for painting videos, etc. I don't know. I'm not sure how well. We'll give it a go and see how well it works. Also, I haven't said this yet, so I'm gonna risk it. Folks, if you haven't liked the stream yet, do consider doing the liking, and also indeed the subscribing. To this channel, I do regular unboxing videos. Amazing. I think actually this recent unboxing video of indeed an orc, I think I made a mistake in the editing and there's an extra bit that shouldn't be in there. I'm not going to say it's a What do they call those things? An Easter egg. It's not an Easter egg. It's more of an accident. I could have sworn I edited it correctly, but I think I sort of doubled up on some aspect of it. I think John from Trapped Under Plastic used a big roll of paper like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've been pondering it for a while, and like it certainly makes sense. Like I like the idea of having at the end of the table basically a roller, and I could just like whee, fresh new clean surface. Because like I personally kind of like this, but it's for the lighting aspect. It is obviously there's going to be more contrast between the miniature I'm painting and the background. And it might help focus things. I'm going to give it a go, and we'll see where we end up. But, like, when I move. Like, now, if you were to see the rest of this table, you would look at it and go, yeah, there's no room for rolls of paper. It's just a disaster area. See, BBC started 2002? Yeah, okay. I was 22 then, so yeah. I don't know what there was before that, what it was called before. Like when I was 7 or 8, like in 88, 87, would it have been called anything in particular? I don't know. It's a weird one. I have upped the kilobytes a second. So like over on Twitch, we're hemmed in to 6,000 roughly. I've upped it to 8,000. I'm going to see about next stream bumping it up to 10. And ideally, what I would like to do is stream at 2K, so 1440p. That is the goal. I reckon this internet can cope with it, but where I move to, I don't know. I was looking at some houses. It looked like we found a fantastic one. Then we realized it was on a really, like, the road. I don't know, folks, if you're familiar with Skegness. But there is a road near there that apparently in the summer is the work of the devil. Which is kind of off-putting, unfortunately. On his personal channel? Oh, okay. Huh. I haven't watched a huge amount of his videos. I might have to check them out. Yeah, we're definitely going to glaze it. Glaze a bit of darkness up where these sort of crevices are happening. We are making good progress on this, even if it is a little bit slow. It is basically glazing what we're doing at the moment, rather than what I was hoping to be doing, like texturing, which is fine. I was also looking, while with the whole imminent move, I was eyeing up paint storage racks. I did see someone, it was in Alex. I can't remember the name of the channel, unfortunately, because I looked at it last night before I passed out. It was the mini painting channel. I think they mainly concentrate on kind of contemporary armor and aircraft and all that kind of stuff, generally. They were using an Alex, like an IKEA set of drawers called the Alex range. I don't know. It was the right height to put the Vallejo pots of paint in, like, vertically. But what they did, they ended up getting, what do you call them, profiles? So, like, 45-degree corner things. They put a bunch of those in the drawers, so all the paints were kind of displayed. So if this is the base of the drawer, like, it's an angle like this, right? Sort of 45 degrees. And I thought that was pretty neat. Something weird is happening with chat. Really, 22? I'd have guessed it's 17 or 18. Okay, hold on, Jammy. What? Jammy, what? I can't even... See, this is the issue. I can't even remember what the hell I just said. Terrible. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. What is going on here? So the OBS, I have chat up. The chat in OBS is about 10 minutes behind. So now I've only just got Clockson saying, use Alex for Lego. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, so I'm checking the measurements of them. It's slightly too tall to fit under this desk. This desk is great. However, I think in the next place... I don't know. You said you were 22 and... Yeah, I was. Yeah, I just moved back from the States. Well, 2002. I was still in the States. Until round about September. Sorry, I was looking at OBS chat, and that seems to be about 5 minutes behind reality. It's ridiculous. Do apologize. Let's get some more of this pinkish Bugman's Glow. It must be nice to have a working memory. You can use Alex's desk legs. Oh. IKEA sell desktops, the legs are the same. Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much, Clockson. I did not know that. Huh. Well, I suppose it ultimately depends on where I'm going to end up. But I definitely like those drawers. They seem like ideal for those sorts of things, so I'm going to have to remember that. Unless you buy the tool, Alex. Yeah. I think IKEA might make a height adjustable desk for gamers. What I really wanted to get, like for my editing PC, and I guess it's technically also a gaming PC. I would genuinely like a standing desk. Genuinely, because obviously sitting down all day is not great. However, like a streaming desk, I'd find it very weird to be streaming. Problem is, when I'm standing around, I end up pacing around too much, and I don't want to be really pacing around on stream like a lunatic. But the height adjustable desks are pretty sweet. I disagree. Sitting down all day is bloody lovely. Fair enough. I mean, I'm very happy sitting down. However, like for my for the old health. Apparently it's not good. Yeah. We are making progress with this. I'm pretty happy. Although I've just remembered I've completely neglected this bit in here, which is a bit of a concern. I'm going to have to remedy that. What's going on this week, everybody, folks? It's I'm wiggling my shoulders around. I'm not dancing. It's different. Over on Twitch, I got no idea what I'm doing. It is apparently October, so one has to do spooky things. Witch hunting's spooky, right? So we're probably going to be continuing with these ones. We got her to paint as well. We got the main geezer. I'm going to leave this guy here for a YouTube video. So hopefully, maybe by the time I get that YouTube video, I'll be able to remember that I said this and link to it up here. Look at that for pre-planning. I will link to I'm never going to remember this. I will link to that video up here when it's done. I'm just going to have to really remember that. It's going to give me a major headache. Templar painting. Hell yes. Witch Hunter's ideal for Halloween. Clocks, I'm going to be honest. I do agree with you. My original goal was to paint up Big Boy himself, Nagash. That was my original goal for October, but then the whole like house thing came, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want to like do a funky base for him, then move and stress out about breaking it. So that will come later. Maybe it's probably going to be next year now. I'll have to ruminate on potential ideas, which is no bad thing because I did pin his arm in, but it turns out that the base of this staff, it should be flush with his foot. It is not. I suppose I could stick it on a base. Like there's a whole load of like nonsense going on here anyway, which I need to remedy. So it's not the end of the world. I'm just slightly irritated. And thank you, Nightspot, for doing the tip thing and all of the social media thing. Very kind. And it's also October. Not only is it spooky stuff, it's also orky stuff. So I have to bear that in mind. See if I can accomplish like a bit of both. I do have some Nighthorns I could potentially paint up. From Night Vault. I painted up one of them, and that's it. So we could potentially paint up a Nighthaunt geezer. Trim the base of his staff, then have to go through... No. Alright? So this poor ultramarine hatred. It's very sad. Very sad. Just an idea. No, I know it's just an idea, Xbox, and I appreciate the ideas. I can't approve of them. Okay, Ushabti Bone. Let's see what this does. This could be a disaster. We're going to see. In the next thrilling episode of... That was a bit much. Could be a Blood Angel. That is true. That is true. Oh, speaking of Blood Angels, did anyone get the those like hero box sets with the Blood Angels in them? Did anyone order any? I did consider it. I didn't get it. Didn't do it though. We've got to do some more scratches and stuff. I think what I might do beforehand. No, I think we'll glaze afterwards. Then we can go back and refine any that we derp up. Steak is done. Clockson, you have a majestic rest of your evening. Enjoy the steak. Are you streaming today? Before you skedaddle? I haven't had a steak in a while. It's terrible. Although I don't normally go to a restaurant and say, yeah, I'll have steak. Because not many of them will do steak like I like steak. You will here or Clockson one last here or over on Twitch at Clockson TV. Or twitch.tv/Clockson TV. Hopefully I'm sort of like my evening. I got to get food. I got to shower and stuff. But hopefully I'll be able to swing by and say hello, hang out as I try and relax. I don't think I'm going to be doing much work tonight afterwards. I got a little bit of painting. Oh, I got some storage boxes. They were I should have read the measurements. Truth be told, I thought they were slightly bigger. Like I knew they were small. They're compartmentalized, so I can put lots of bits in them, so I'm not going to be sending it back or anything. But in my brain, I was looking at the picture going, that's quite large. Strange how that happens, isn't it? Clockson TV on Twitch. Oh, you've been doing a double whammy. Gotcha. Rock on. Well, Clockson, I will catch you here or there later on this evening. Thank you very much for hanging out, as always. Jammy, buying firstborn Marines, the mere thought disgusts me. Listen, firstborn Marines and Marines are people too, right? What am I going to say? I do understand. Well, I kind of understand. When I first got back into the hobby, 4 years ago? I don't know how long Primaris had been around for. However, I was kind of very irritated by them. To be honest, it was because the thing was I had so many firstborn Marines already. The thought of buying more like Primaris, it was a bit like, oh god.
Unfortunately, I have come around. I don't hate the Firstborn Marines. I mean, I've got an entire company of Ultramarines. I've got another 50 to paint up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that before I move house. So that's all right. I've got a few more months of not having to deal with it. Maybe next March from a Crag, I'll get the other 50 done, and then I'll have finally a full company of Ultramarines to paint. Painted. And then I can start on the first company being like mostly Primaris, but some Terminators. But yeah, like the hero set, the only ones which I really regret missing out are the Death Guard ones. I still got to see if I can locate some somehow. So we are gonna. I think we're gonna glaze in. So a tickle of Doombull Brown. Now I know I haven't done the leather straps on the inside of this leg. And for that I apologize. I only just remembered them. So we did them on the outside. Oh god, we haven't done. Oh, okay. So we haven't done these ones at all, and I neglected the inside of the leg. Never ever neglect the inner leg, or the. So I must remember to go back and do that. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to glaze in a bit of Doombull Brown though because it's a saucy color, and I like it. It's a nice rich reddish brown. I wish you got the Death Guard ones as well. Yeah, like if I ever see them, Jammy, I'll make sure to get you some. You were never a Space Marine guy. I tried, but it never materialized. So Primaris never bothered me. But now that's what they've actually drawn me to Templars. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I mean, I think this one is going to become my Imperial Fist geezer. I think. Well, I'm going to check the new kit. See if I can remove the shoulder pads. If the shoulder pads are removable, it's going to be an Imperial Fist one. I mean, in my mind is already saying one of both. I definitely do want to get some Black Templars, so. That army set, I still see it on this store. I'm so tempted to get it. Because it's got a Dreadnought in. And I like Dreadnoughts a lot. I'm going to be, as I said, I'm going to try and keep my eyes peeled for those. I think probably that time has been and gone for getting them, but one, like some of these local stores, local game shops, they might have them in for some weird reason. So we're going to glaze it. That's way too much paint. Oh my god. See how this looks. There's a tint of color in there. Might be able to work for us.
Wait for it to dry and then we can... Oh, I'm not going to wait for that to dry before I make a mistake. Okay, let's see if we can get this bit. It's just tinting the it's just shifting the color ever so slightly. We don't want it too bright. Obviously, we want the scratches to remain, so we can always go back later and like reinforce some of the scratches. We just want to tint the surface. It's more of a what do they call it? Well, a tint. More a tint. We can build them up. I'll be using that one for my doublers army. Bayard's Revenge is going in the 2K army, and he should be referred to as Bayard Munich. Oh, okay. Hold on. Is that my brain is saying that's like some? Is that okay? I'm gonna plead deep ignorance here. When I read that, my brain is saying, is that something to do with football? And if it's not, I'm just going to complain. Complain? Well, I'm going to complain, but I'm also going to plead complete ignorance about many things. So I don't know why football is even in my head. I do not like football. I never have. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. I don't think... No, hold on. I think that's completely incorrect. Yeah, so we can go back and like reinforce the colors if we need to. If we overstep our mark, we can always go back, reinforce colors, give things a bit more depth. Like I keep going back to this bit here underneath the where it kind of folds under the armor, so that needs to get darkened a little bit. I'm also not a fan of football, but the team is called Bayern. Okay, all right. That apologies pronunciation. Bayern. Okay, I'm glad my brain was like on the same like wavelength at least. No, that makes a lot of that's fine. I'm glad I just hadn't like accidentally, I don't know, said something horrific. So we are, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. We're just going to work in a bit more, some more glazes, etc. Yeah, this coming week here on Sweet YouTube, as it's internationally known. This is a bit darker. This is going to be a bit more powerful. I don't know what I'm doing. Basically, I probably we got the lady witch hunter. Got to kind of see how these videos do, really. I don't know how well... Like, I know I'm mostly kind of Space Marine-y, like 40k kind of is a bit more my thing currently. I'm basically waiting for more time. Like, I really want to do some scenery for more time. In case people don't know that I like more time. I do like it. Like, I really want to get some scenery built for more time. And indeed, Necromunda in the next place. That is like the goal, like one of the goals of this channel is to continue to work on those aspects of I guess not the game, whatever. And then also continue like the whole Horus Heresy stuff as well, because that's just very cool. Okay, so we're shifting the color slightly from what was basically Scrag Brown. We're just tinting it with a bit of this mostly, and then we'll come back like these highlights and scratches and things. We'll tint them slightly and then re-highlight. You're also not a fan of football. Yes, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to judge anyone who does like it. I just never liked it at school, and I think probably that's where I initially started to hate it. Like, I used to like rugby. Rugby was more my jam, and that sort of stuff. Football for me was the work of the devil. and then as I got older, like football, like, the supporters, I should clarify, the drunk supporters, I found really irritating. And like coming home, like on the train home, or when I was after a full day of work in the theatre, so like games were on a Saturday, coming home with trains full of drunk people, having watched the football, I just found it really irritating. Yes, Jammy, we need to have a discussion about that, because I absolutely do want to do that. I do want to do Golden Demon. Obviously, the Golden Demon just happened this weekend. I've yet to actually see the winner, so I'm gonna look at that. But I do want to do that for next year. That is one of my goals. I do want to start entering painting competitions somehow. I don't know how I can really enter them. Like, the whole driving to these places is somewhat of an issue, so we'll have to look at that. But it is a goal. It is a goal that I want to work on. Good to have goals, right? So if you like, here we go. If you like Golden Demon, smash like. If you don't like Golden Demon, also smash like. Is there anything Golden Demon? Latest. See if there's anything. We can have a quick look at it together before that kind of stuff. That is not the right video. It's something I've wanted to do again for years. I remember entering... Oh, you did? That's fantastic. What... Can I... Jammy, do you have pictures of what you entered with? I assume you remember what you painted. That's fantastic. I wish I'd been more confident in painting back then, when I was, like, eligible to do that. I don't even know if Youngbloods was a thing when... I'm assuming it was, but I don't know. But that is a definite wish of mine. I would like to sort of Like, I know full well where my painting sits, like, in the scheme of things. However, I do want to push myself to where I think that competing is like a viable option. Like, just a you know, just to kind of like, yeah, well done. You got a tick. Oh my god, that's disgusting. I'm just trying to find. Wow, Slayer slaughtered. Slayer slaughtered. Let me see if I can get this window capture sorted out, and then I can get chat. Okay. All right. I've got to move chat over here so I can hopefully read. What's going on? This is OBS chat, though, so we'll see how quickly it is. All right. So this is the Slayer Sword winner, 2022. UK Golden Demon. You really wish you'd painted Wulfric the Wanderer. I think I have that mini somewhere. You knew he wouldn't place, but I was proud of him. I mean, that's the fact that like entering. That's a big leap right there. He ended up in a bits box somewhere. Well, no, exactly, Jamie. Like, I'm fully aware, like, where I sit in the scheme of painters, right? Saying that, I would love, like, just to give it a go, just to see what happens, right? And it'll also push me in the right direction. Like, I love the painting, and I do want to improve. So, however, let's have a look at this bad boy. Check out the incredible winner of the Golden Demon Slayer sword. This weekend, Warhammer hobbyists fought it out not with the armies on tabletop battlefields, but with miniatures painted to the best of their considerable abilities, in an effort to claim a coveted Golden Demon trophy. Golden Demon is a pinnacle of painting prestige, of legendary competition that's been around for 35 years, where painters compete for awards in a wide variety of categories. I've already got, like, mentally, I've already got one potentially for next year for the open category. Let's have a look. That is the Golden Demon. Very saucy. Oh, God. The apex prize at each event is a coveted Slayer sword, claimed by whoever the judges consider to have painted the best miniature of the whole weekend, regardless of category. There is a star there. I have to remember to see what that is. The most anticipated event was awarding the Slayer sword to the best painter of the weekend. We're proud to reveal the winner right here, the painting champion who wowed the judges with their perfect brushwork. So this is a Kraken Gargant, I believe. With a, well, not a Kraken. Well, I mean, maybe it is a Kraken. This is the, was this the Dark Elf Hydra? Is that what this is? I believe it is. I could be really wrong, but holy moly. He just, like, torn the head off. He's just torn the head off. One bit of it. Yeah, the resin work is it's disgusting. Like, it's disgusting. I should clarify just in case my words get taken out of context and put on Twitter. Disgustingly good. Charybdis, that was it. Sorry, Jamie, that was it. Charybdis, yeah. I said Hydra, didn't I? My brain was getting confused because I think that's the Kraken Eaters. I think it is the Charybdis, yeah. Yeah. But I think it's the Dark Elves. I think. I don't know. Holy moly. That skin work. And like the scales. No doubt all the Twitter pros are going to be saying if this miniature should have won or not. You'll be able to check out the rest of the winners from every category on Warhammer Community next week, and get your first look at information for next week's Golden Demon. All right, Jammy. So next week we'll find out. This coming week we'll find out. All right. This year's US variant of Golden Demon awarded Gavin Garza the Slayer Sword for the Skink from, I think we all remember that mini. That was absolutely fantastic and juicy and all sorts of things that we like to see. Hydra is the other thing you can build with the kit. Oh, okay. Charybdis and Hydra. Alright. That's very cool. I dig it. If you dig it, you know what to do. Smash like on the stream. I dare you. Alright. We have been working on the leather though. So I'm kind of slowly glazing in some Doomball Brown into the shadows. I will come back later and give it a bit of a tickle again, like on some of these scratches and things. But I must say, I'm kind of digging it now. I need to ideally go back and basically do the same with the black for the inside of the cloak. And I've still yet to decide on a sort of bit. There's some fabric going over his upper thighs in a kind of kilt skirt. I don't know, just a long top coat kind of deal. I don't know what color to paint it. My brain is currently stuck. So I'm really glad. I'm liking it. It added a bit of brightness to it. I am going to glaze it down a bit more to darken it a smidgen. But I think I went with rather than going with a black coat, I'm pretty happy with it thus far. However, you know, we can always improve. I haven't got any concrete ideas about an entry, but February is your deadline. Yeah, like I am subscribed to Demon Rich's Patreon. The amount of hours that he put into his squig boggled my brain. So yeah, I mean, I do have a miniature, which it has to go into the open category though, because of the size, and that is maybe that's not next year, but the following year competition. Who knows? Jamie, look, I'd be very interested to like chat with you about it and that kind of stuff. Bounce ideas around, all that kind of jazz. I don't know. If you fancy, you know, just an idea. I can't make my mind up. That's my biggest issue in life. I am terrible at making my mind up. I've got too many ideas and never enough time. Basically, it's terrible. However, I have been streaming for what? 2 hours and 18 minutes. So, folks, this is what I'm going to say to you. I am streaming tomorrow. I just do like an hour's stream Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So Monday and Tuesday, it's 1:30 for an hour. I may, in the end, like once after I've moved, times will probably change. But for now, it's that time. Just for an hour before going over to Twitch at twitch.tv/GloriousBadger, where I do a slightly longer stream on Monday, Tuesday, and indeed Friday. The Friday one is at 7:30 here on YouTube, and then 9 o'clock on Twitch. And then obviously there's the exclusive YouTube stream. Hello there. On Sunday evening. You've all been absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I wish I could do the raid thing, but I can't figure it out. So, I am going to go and hopefully catch Clockson. Your friend is wanting to enter as well. We could have a consortium. Hell yes. That would be awesome, Jammy. Like, I genuinely, you know, obviously winning would be amazing, but just entering is going to be my main goal. I got to start entering competitions next year. That is the main thing. I'm not making any New Year's Eve resolutions, but I also am. So anyway, folks, I will see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This stream is over. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jammy. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks to each and every one of you who have been here, and if you've tickled that like button, don't forget to subscribe. Toodly pip, I'm off like a prom dress. Thank you and goodbye.